we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Blazing X, and welcome back to Cosmic Chatter, where I give my thoughts and opinions on numerous Cosmeteer related topics. Note, these are just my opinions, nothing more, nothing less. Don't take them and go and say, oh, Blazing said this, thus it must be law. No, do not do that. Go, formulate your opinions, do your research, and then come back, listen again, and see your thoughts. However, without further ado, let us begin. Today's episode is based on something that was talked about a fair bit and wasn't really dived into a lot in the recent live stream. The Xmas one, the Christmas one in specific. We talked a little bit at the end about Cosmeteer and it standing the test of time, whether it could be deemed as iconic. And we gave examples to it as well. I gave the example comparing it to Minecraft. So when we look at Minecraft in comparison to Cosmeteer, first off, they're two different games. They are. But, so first off, for me, one thing that's definitely iconic has to give a certain vibe. And it needs longevity. Longevity needs to have it needs to be around for a while. Minecraft's been around since 2008. For a game, that's a while. 2008 was a fair while ago. In 2025, it will be 17 years old. That's a fair long time for a game. I mean, I'm not saying that. Mario. I was about to say something else completely different. I was about to say Markiplier. Markiplier is older than 20 some odd years old. Mario was roughly around that age when all the DS games and stuff were coming out. But back to topic. Minecraft is fairly old and it has a fairly well-built community. And it's been around for 2 generations, arguably, at this point. And Cosmeteer, it's been around since 2012, I believe. I'll post a thing in the video. But I believe it's 2012. So it's been around for 12 years. That is still a long time for a game. And a lot of development has gone on. For me, I look at it, and iconic. Yes, iconic can be to the general public. It definitely can, but it also got to give a little bit of a nostalgic feeling to it too. Minecraft, when you go into Minecraft, for me, I'm old enough to go to a point where I remember Minecraft when the Nether Reactor was around. Now, if you're about 20 or older, you know what the Nether Reactor is. If you're 20 or if you're 19 or 18 and younger, you don't know what the Nether Reactor is at all. So, it's one of those things, and there's many different other circumstances where you look into Minecraft, and there's things that are old that made it iconic, as well as content. Content made it iconic. Cosmeteer does not have, as much as we've put a lot of contributions in the Cosmeteer does not have the content that Minecraft does. It really does not. Now, on the other side of the coin, Cosmeteer has gone through a lot of polishing, refining the content that it has. Whether as Minecraft's been adding a lot of content, and it was really well polished to begin with, as in when it was in its height about 10 years ago. Now, looking at Minecraft, it has earned its place to be iconic. It's earned its place to be an arguable cult classic of a game. People 20 years from now will remember Minecraft if it no longer functions, which I doubt it will stop in 20 years. I think there will still be plenty of people playing it. Cosmeteer, on the other hand, is so uncertain. I think that it has the potential to become iconic. I think it has the potential to become a cult classic. It has, for me, a very nostalgic factor in it being 2D. For me, I grew up in the times of, for some, again, my age, Miniclip or the Ancon Arcade, or the many other numerous online arcade centers back in the 2000s. They all were very much 2D style platform games. Cosmoteer is 2D and extends just platform. It goes beyond. It takes 2D to a whole different level. And as well, with the graphics and everything going on now, it brings it more so, but still has that nostalgic 2D feeling, which is always a nice feeling to get once in a while. It always does. You go back and you play the older games and you play that, and you get that kind of, at least for me, I get that same feeling. I feel that Cosmoteer has, again, I feel like it has the capability of becoming a cult classic. Are we there yet? No, we are not there. Our community is not remotely big enough to start that. But 10 to 14 years ago, Minecraft wasn't there yet. It was rising very fast, but it wasn't. And it takes time. It takes time for games to build up a community. It takes time for anything to build. And yes, publicity helps, and the style of the game definitely helps, and maintaining a public perception. And I think that's definitely harpened a little bit on the Cosmoteer community because we haven't had a lot of content. But sure, there's several hundreds of videos of Cosmoteer out there, maybe even thousands. Minecraft has millions. And we want to take another example. Another fine example that was brought up in there was Terraria. Now, for me, I don't see Terraria as classic or iconic. I don't. For me, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Terraria is a great game. But for me, it is not considered iconic. It's a good game. It definitely has left its mark. And it has, I'd argue, at the time when Terraria was really big, I'd argue it had more consistent content development in vanilla than Minecraft did. I would argue there was a lot more interesting things going on. It felt a lot more lively. But I wouldn't consider it, even though it still has that 2D factor as well, because it just felt way too fast-paced. And to each their own. There's definitely people out there who deem Terraria as an iconic game. But back to whether or not Cosmoteer is one, I think right now in our state, as a community and as a game, I don't think we're there yet. First off, we have, in the past 2 years, actually I think it's only a year and a half now, has the game gone live, official, like by the Steam game being sold as copies. So there is that to take into consideration. But also, we haven't had enough publicity as a community or as a game to be considered that. Now, I think that we could. I really think we do. As a game, I think Cosmoteer could become a really big success. I think Cosmoteer as a community, as an indie game, for a singular developer, is doing really well. I mean, for the past 10 years, it was in development, slow but steady development, and we had a very thriving community. And now you look into Cosmoteer, and sure, okay, the PvP industry has kind of died, but in the ashes, there is a massive co-op community now. A massive co-op community. And when Cosmoteer released as an official game, the size of the Cosmoteer Discord doubled, which is crazy. It went from, I believe, 12,000 to 26,000, I think it was. So over double. So in conclusion, I think we are not there yet, but I think Cosmoteer is getting there. The game needs a lot more publicity in a lot more time. But Minecraft needed that too. Terraria needed that. Mario needed that. Mario needed many years. It took to the 2000s for Minecraft to get really known to the whole masses as a piece of culture, as an icon. However, Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like down below and subscribe for similar content. Also leave a comment down below what you want me to animate, play, or review next. And other than that, I will see you all in the next video.